Well, hi once again, everybody. Welcome into another informative, exciting, adventurous, I think that's enough description of Pick Your Politics. I'm your host, Dennis Silvers. Glad you could join us today. We are with another outstanding candidate that we want to introduce to you. She is running for Assembly District 22. Oh, you don't know where District 22 is? Let me introduce Shenea Booth. Hi. Thanks for coming on the show. You're a sweetheart. Tell everybody where District 22 is.
Well, thank you so much, Dennis.
And it is a big district, folks.
It is a very big district. District 22 is in Henderson and parts of Green Valley Ranch, parts of Anthem, parts of Inspirata, parts of Silverado Ranch, parts of Cadence, and I think there's a little bit of Clark County inside of there too.
Okay.
Yeah, we're real big.
How many people?
I think we're like 40K plus.
Wow.
Yes, a lot of voters.
That's a lot of walking.
It is a lot of door knocking. Every single day I'm out there.
Boy, well, I know you are. Good for you. Good for you. Having walked the district, Shenea, what are the important issues you hear about when you talk to people that live there?
Well, the voters and my community are concerned about affordability. I hear affordability a lot from my seniors, my retirees, in terms of costs going up, living on a fixed income. And the district is getting so popular, Dennis. And everyone, voters are like, I just am so afraid that I'm going to be priced out of living in District 22 and in Henderson.
Wow.
Folks are afraid for their retirements. They want those protected.
Well, let me ask you this. When you get to Carson City in the assembly, what can you do about it as an assembly person?
Well, we can do things within the the levers of government on a state and local level, and that is what is so important about going down the ballot.
Excuse me. Mom, I'm in the middle of a show. Call me back. Sorry about that, folks. I thought I had turned it off, but apparently not. Let me make sure. Oh boy.
I'm muted too.
Okay.
I mean, we're in the cell phone age, right, folks? That's just how it goes.
Yeah. It's important to a lot of people because everything seems to be going up.
But it is. And we need to tackle that on a state and local level. And that's, why I'm looking forward to being in Carson City. We are now starting to rival spaces that people said, it's so,
right.
I would never move there. Now, Nevada is becoming the same thing.
Yeah.
And we need to keep Nevada accessible. We need to keep Nevadans in Nevada.
Because it's still a great place to live.
Yes.
We've got great weather.
Yes.
We've got a lot of things to do here.
Yes.
And great entertainment, including, I guess, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Why did you get into politics after having the reputation of really being a world-class acrobatic performer?
Well, Dennis, as a also survivor of USA Gymnastics, that was, a very big abuse case that folks may or may not know about. The last decade, we were fighting for rights within the youth and Olympic movement, fighting to protect children, fighting to protect athletes from systems of abuse and reforming institutions. And that is really what started my advocacy work. It started my policy work and understanding of how the system works and what you can do to shift folks' lives, protect children through policy and through legislation. And so that got me to advocating on a local level for our entertainment industry here in Nevada, because I saw that there was a lack of safety net for a really big workforce here. The entertainers and performers, we are a big part of how Nevada moves and shakes. And so I got invested interested in providing more safety nets around benefits for workers, more labor protections, more union rights that we have not had.
Excellent.
And I'm a local worker and a local skilled worker that goes and works on and off the Vegas Strip every single day. And in seeing that, I saw that it's so many working Nevadans that are facing those same issues of not having access to affordable health care, of not having access to affordable housing, of not having access to the essential benefits that you can use to take care of your family on a day-to-day level. Folks working 2 and 3 jobs and not being able to support themselves on where is the livable wage. And so that is what got me here.
That's a great point. And she still is performing, folks.
Yes.
We'll talk about that a little later in the show because she's incredible. What are the important issues in your mind in Nevada, in the state, not just in your district?
I think a really important one is diversifying the economy. And we have seen that with the impacts to tourism, especially right now. Moving, industry into Nevada that can help us during those economic downturns is so important. But those industries, we need to be putting locals first. So it's not just diversifying for diversification's sake. It's about bringing the industries that are going to do good for Nevadans and for locals that will benefit from those outside industries coming in, bringing dollars into the state and supporting with local hire and local jobs and jobs that give adequate benefits and wages.
Yeah, very good answer.
Oh, thank you.
Shenea Booth is our special guest here on Pick Your Politics. How do you separate yourself from the lady who is already in District 42? 22.
But we are the sister district of 41 that also flipped blue. So there you go, Dennis. That's what we're trying to do in District 22. I mean, I'm running as a Democrat in a Republican-held seat, and I am not a career politician. I do not come from a political family, so I am an outsider, if you will, and I think that I am a voice for the people, and I speak as someone who works hard every day on and off the Vegas Strip, and I am relatable, and I am present. You won't just see me during Carson City sessions. That's not what this role is going to be about for me.
Yeah. How do you help your district, though? Once you get elected, how do you actually help your district?
I help my district, I think, by listening to my district's needs and concerns. Again, relatability and being a part of your community. I am everybody's neighbor. I am an actual neighbor. And so listening to the concerns on a regular basis within my district, having, community sessions, having community meetups, not just those that are leaders within the community, but the voices that are often, I think, unheard. And I have felt like that in my own life. That has been a part of my advocacy work. That's what got me to the White House the other year in getting a seat at a table that is not normally reserved for folks that work like me or that exist like me, within the Nevada economy. Yeah. A lot of people like me.
I'm sure they do, and there's a lot to like here, folks.
Oh, no, I meant are like me, but also like me. Thank you, Dennis. I hope they like me a little.
Oh, I like her a lot. She's a great, great candidate. How did you start? How did this come about using the name Stiletto?
Oh my, yes. I am Shenea Booth, but also known as Shenea Stiletto on the stage. That is my business name because I am a small business, and I think that's an important thing.
And she's wearing stilettos, folks. Stick your feet up, Shenea.
I couldn't get it up there today. But, depending on the night, that's the gig. I am a part of the gig economy. And, I am a professional hand balancer, a professional hand-to-hand artist. And the name Shenea Stiletto came about because I do hand balancing and acrobatics atop of a very giant stiletto high heel. And that is how I perform in the performing arts and as a local entertainer and gig worker and small business owner.
How did you meet your partner? Tell us a little bit about him.
Oh, my partner, Ruben. He is wonderful, and we met here in Nevada, and he is a vet. He is a former Marine, a former Force Recon, Special Forces Marine, and, hoorah for all of my vets out
Yeah.
there. I come from a very military family and background. So, I'm very grateful to support our troops. And yeah, he is quite something. Yeah, we both know how to work hard, and we both
And
are
you put
not
a lot
shy.
of trust in him, don't you?
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes, a lot of trust in him,
Yeah.
for sure. Yes, well, that's my personal partner. My other acrobatic partner, I definitely put a lot of trust in him too. So I've got two guys that are very strong, and keep me safe.
That's
One's a
good.
Marine, one's an acrobat.
That's good.
Yes,
That is
absolutely.
That is very good.
I'm fortunate.
People would want to know, I think, how did you get involved in acrobatics and stuff that you do, which is wonderful, by the way.
Thank you, Dennis. I was so fortunate, I was like discovered, if you will. My grandparents put me in ballet when I was a very little girl. And my first acrobatics coach actually just picked me out one day. He thought I was 4 years old, but I was actually 8. And, I'm very tiny. Dennis, you see me in person. I'm very, very small. And he said, oh my gosh, I know she's in ballet, but she'd be a great gymnast. What do you think about putting her in gymnastics too? So my grandparents said if she'd like to do it, she's a little old. At 8 years old, that's what my first coach said. He said she's not 4, she's 8, but I think we can work with her. And that was my ascent. I loved it. I came to it so easily. I was a very quiet little girl. I'm the youngest of 5. I come from a very big family, and I've always been very timid. But gymnastics really opened me up. It really gave me a voice, and it really started my road to discovering my passions. Yeah.
Is your family here? All of them?
Yes, my family
They
is
are?
split here, but and also too on the West Coast. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
my grandparents retired here, and that's when I, became a Nevadan, and they raised us here, and we were all over the place. I was also traveling a lot for gymnastics, so I always have to give a
Yeah,
shout
you
out to
were.
that. I was in camps all over the world.
You were winning everywhere.
Thank you. We
You
tried. We tried. I had a really great career. I competed for USA Gymnastics and Team USA for many, many years,
Yeah.
and I was grateful to break some barriers for Americans in the gymnastics sport. It was great.
And if memory serves me correct, because I do remember District 22,
That's right.
you won 2 gold medals, right?
I did.
What team? Okay.
I did for Team USA.
Yeah.
I was the first ever world champion from America in
Wow.
acrobatic gymnastics. And then I went back and I did it a second time. So the first ever 2-time world champion. And then I was inducted into the USA Gymnastics Hall of Fame.
Fantastic.
I was also made an honorary Olympian for having those accomplishments.
Fantastic.
And I was just so honored, and am still honored to this day.
What would be one of the real most dangerous things you can do in what you do?
Oh, there's so much.
I mean, you're way up there.
We're just way up there. Yes.
Balancing.
Well, and that comes with the territory,
Yeah.
Dennis, and that's why we have been fighting for increased labor protections and
Yeah.
safety nets for the industry, because in our entertainment industry, you are risking your life every single day
Right.
you step on stage, and that is 2 to 3 times a night, and the danger is real. I call it controlled chaos,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but when we are, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet up in the air on harnesses, or sometimes with nothing at all, the impacts, that are potential, right? You have to really be about yourself. You have to have discipline.
Yeah.
You have to be hardworking. You have to have a very specific schedule
Yep.
to accommodate a schedule like that
Yes.
every single week and every
Yeah.
single day.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not for the faint of heart, I like to say.
I mean, you have performed in a lot of places, like you said, all over the world.
Yes.
Do you have one performance that sticks out for any particular reason?
Well, I think a lot of my work in Nevada. I mean, Nevada is the epicenter of entertainment and performance work in the world. It is the largest employer of entertainment in the world, and specifically like acrobatic and Cirque du Soleil artists and circus artists. That one definitely stands out, and it's so hard to choose. I've been so lucky. I've been on some really phenomenal phenomenal tours. I've worked with amazingly talented people, and it's so hard to choose. Yeah. I've been just so fortunate to work on like every continent. I've been to
Fantastic.
every part of the world. Small villages, small towns, and I'm very informed by the world at this point too. And I really want to bring that perspective into 22 because District 22 is evolving so much as well.
Oh my gosh,
It's so much.
What do the people in 22 think about safety?
Safety.
Think about cops.
Oh, I was speaking to Carol not that long ago when I was out door knocking, and I have door knocked over 200 doors at this point, and I've got a few thousand to go. And Carol was really worried, and I was really, struck by that. I've been struck by the amount of seniors and retirees that have said that they have been worried for their safety in the district. And some feel that, we need to have more law and order in District 22. And I definitely want to fight for that. I have quite a bit of family that are actually in law enforcement. My brother is SWAT sergeant.
Wow.
My uncle was captain, and then I have cousins that are deputies. So
Wow, yeah.
we believe in responsible law and order, and then keeping communities and our children safe. So I felt for Carol. She was worried.
I think Metro does a great job here.
Yes.
And
then there's also the sheriff's wellness bureau that just opened,
and I'm so happy they're here.
Our officers' mental health and addressing those concerns so that they can stay on the beat healthier, and then they can respond more adequately. Their wellness bureau is amazing.
Is there anywhere in your district, Shenea, that you see a lot of homelessness? People are very concerned about that as well.
Well, I think that we see a lot of that, more or less on the strip, in and around the strip. But I think that is something, lower income housing. We definitely need to fight for more of that. That's adequate and more builds around that in District 22, from what I'm hearing, so that the district stays affordable. A lot of seniors as well are afraid that living on a fixed income, they could become homeless, and we know that is rising within the senior and retiree communities where they are not able to afford where they live anymore.
Real concern.
So we need to be proactive, because even though District 22 is evolving very quickly and there's so many new builds, we could potentially start seeing a whole, a whole sector of folks that do become homeless in District 22. So we need to be proactive.
I want to bring up a photograph of you and Kamala Harris. Because that is, if we could do that, that is a great picture, and I want you to kind of explain what happened, where you met, and stuff. We're digging through the pile, folks. We'll get it. We'll get it. It'll pop up. Because she sent me a bunch of great pictures. Are you selling these?
Yeah, well, I'm for free. You can have one for free. Selling them, Dennis. I mean, these are everyone. If you want one, go to sheneafornevada.com. Email us. We will send you a T-shirt in the mail. You can come and canvas with us. That is door knocking.
That's great.
And you can get a T-shirt to do all things Shenea for Nevada.
That is great. You get lunch if you door knock with
Absolutely. We'll take you to lunch, whatever you'd like. Vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, whatever you need. We need you. We need you.
That is really good.
Grateful to have you.
Healthcare is a major concern in the whole state.
Yes. Yes.
How are you gonna tackle that?
Yes. Well, we need to get some policies in here that hopefully can tackle that. I'll speak to another neighbor that I was speaking to in District 22, Cynthia, and she is a healthcare professional. And she said that many, again, of her seniors and retirees that are clients are saying, you know what, I'm about to be 65. We're just going to release the benefits until then, because we cannot afford it. Everyone's benefits are going up $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. And I think that, healthcare is one of the most important rights that you can have as a person. It can bankrupt you overnight. Nobody should be bankrupted from healthcare costs. And everybody, I think, is sometimes just one major emergency away from,
You're right.
from
100%.
not being able to afford their livelihood lives, and then also too having something that impacts us. Our health,
Yeah, you're
our
right.
health is precious. It needs to be protected, and we need to get some policies in there that will address that. That will address those healthcare costs, the prescription costs, and tackle that as well.
Right on.
And then get the support that we need so that those bills do not end up being vetoed at the end of the day once we fought hard in Carson City to get them
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Picture.
Absolutely. All right, there's our
There we
picture.
are.
I know the lady on the right, and you know the lady on the left. Tell us about that.
Well, that was, I got a personal invite to meet with Vice President Kamala Harris. And I was absolutely honored. I was invited, due to my advocacy work on behalf of, workers and survivors.
I
and
would be too. That's great.
It was magnificent. And it really started my conversations with the White House after that. And so that started a year of strategic conversations with the Department of Labor and with the administration in supporting the rights of the entertainment industry, of gig workers, independent contractors, those that are part of the creative economy, and skilled laborers and workers.
Yeah. And you said she's very bright.
Yes.
And very nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
very personable for someone on that level
Yeah.
and with that particular schedule that she
Yeah.
had at that time.
Yeah.
She was very tuned in, connected, and just was very bright and light.
That's a great experience.
And just smart.
And a great picture.
Yeah, and a great photo.
Yeah.
Did you see
And
that
a
smile?
great photo. Yeah. Yeah. No, you post a lot of great pictures on Facebook.
Oh, thank you,
And
Dennis.
if you guys out there
Thank you.
are on Facebook, go through it, and I guarantee you'll see Shenea. She posts a lot of stuff, and they all absolutely look great. I say this every show, running for office is not only time consuming, and you need a heck of a lot of energy, but without having the funds to do it right, to continue, you're in trouble. They all need money. That's the bottom line.
Yes.
So if you want to hopefully donate a few bucks to Shenea, where can they go?
They can go to sheneafornevada.com. That is SHENEAFOR Nevada.com. And you can also mail me a check. You can mail me a check. If you don't want to go digital, I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea.
No, it's not.
We will take your checks, and
Yeah.
we will appreciate
Yeah.
them. We appreciate every dollar.
Yeah.
Every dollar.
You got to have it to run a good campaign.
Oh.
So don't let a really good candidate disappear because they run out of money. That's just a fact of life.
Yes, and $5, $10, $15. These small contributions matter. Sometimes people say, "Oh, I only have a little bit of money to
But it
give to
adds
you."
up.
It adds up. Everyone that's sending me $5, we can
Yeah.
buy more road signs. You can see me even more
Yeah.
places, everyone.
Yeah.
We can buy more mailers, more flyers.
Yeah.
You can help me to get, more volunteers and get more T-shirts made, so I can send one to Dennis.
Yeah.
And he can wear it on the show every single
exactly
episode.
right. I would wear one, but yeah. That's absolutely correct.
It does so much. It
How
does so
many
much.
assembly districts are there, if you know?
I think there's upwards of 40-ish.
40-ish?
Yes, 40-ish districts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So you've got assembly districts. Don't get it confused with Senate district, because that's a whole other deal.
Completely different. We are the down ballot folks, and we are the local races that also too don't really many times get a lot of press. And that's why I'm grateful to
True.
be here today, Dennis, because people can forget about assembly races. They also think that we only vote for our district, which that's also, not true. We vote on all statewide ballots.
Yeah.
So, we are voting on homelessness. We're
Yeah.
voting on education. We're voting for underserved communities. We're not just voting specifically on the issues
Yeah.
within a singular district.
Yeah.
So I am representing
point.
you, even if you don't
Yeah,
live in
the
my
whole
district.
state.
The whole state. The whole state.
How much I was going to say how much you're going to make, but I'm going to say a lot of money. No, not a lot. They don't get paid nearly what they should be making there. Biggest difference in your mind, Shenea, between Republicans and Democrats?
Oh, wow. I mean, I think that this year, the importance of this year's election, and this is very important, I think that there will be a blue wave. I think that, the possibility to have some more Democratic voices, especially in districts that have been traditionally red or Republican held, is going to be pretty pivotal and historic this year. We're seeing that all across America. Mar-a-Lago just flipped Democrat. It just flipped blue.
Wow.
Yes, the congressional seat there.
Wow,
So,
really?
yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. So I think we're coming back to, and what people are looking for, are sound voices with common
No
sense,
doubt. No
policy reform that are balanced, that are grounded, and that are for representing everybody.
Yeah.
From the small guy to the big guy.
Yeah.
And I think that is the important difference, and staying, beautifully in the middle. I think people are tired. That's what I hear so much.
Yeah.
I hear that people are worried. They're afraid.
Yeah.
They're afraid of the national impacts right now.
You want somebody with common sense.
Yes, and stability.
Yeah.
Right, and someone that's going to work hard, who's not going to phone it in,
Right.
and who is there
Exactly
for the
right.
interest of the person and not the special interest. And I think that that is a really important thing to remind folks of, especially when you're speaking about the influences of money on folks that, become the career politicians.
Briefly, what's the biggest difference between you and the Republican lady who's in there?
Well, I think a large part of what I just said too, Dennis, is the direction of where folks are headed. Are you keeping up with the times in your district? Because the district has evolved. And, I say that I am a prime example of how much the district has evolved because I live there. And I am going to raise my family in District 22. I'm going to be having my children there in District 22. And there are many folks that have moved into District 22, just like me, that may have not lived there in the past, 10, 15, 20 years. But they are living there now, and they are raising their children there, and they are putting their children in the schools and within the systems. And so I think laying down roots and keeping up with everyone who is laying down roots is prime of how I am differentiating myself. I am also not a career politician. I don't come from a family name or background that has been within the political systems and networks for generations. That is not me. I'm not tied to someone else's fight. I get to bring myself there and bring the concerns of the people there.
Right.
Yeah, without those strings attached.
How long is the term for a Senate
Every
person?
2 years.
Every 2 years.
We get to run again. You get to see me again, folks.
Yeah,
In 2 more
there
years,
you
I'll
go.
be back. I'll be back. But I'll never leave you, Dennis, not fully.
Tell them your website again, or if you want to donate, you want to make a comment, you want to have a party for her or host a fundraiser.
Yes.
What is it?
Thank you so much, Dennis. Everything that you just said, it is sheneafornevada.com. It's SHENEAFOR Nevada.com. And please email me there. You can even text me through my website. You can call me and I'll answer, and we can have a conversation about the issues that are important to you. And again, my vision for District 22 and the work that I'm going to be doing for you, because I'm here for the district. I'm not here for myself. We're here to work for the voters. That's the whole point of being a state representative.
And before we leave, if you want to see this young lady in action, and I highly recommend that you do, tell them where you're performing.
I perform at Area 15 at the Odyssey Noir. So please come out and see me. I'd love to perform for you. It would be so fantastic and wonderful.
What nights are you there?
I am there right now on Fridays and Saturdays. I might be there more, but I am in a very flexible schedule for the campaign, which is great. I work nights, so I am there from 10 p.m. until 3 o'clock in the morning. I have worked nights my entire adult life, so I am up in the morning campaigning for the district, and then I take a nap, and then I go to work.
Go to work.
Yep.
Wow.
Keep on going to work.
I got to hand it to you. That's really, really good.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Dennis.
that's going to wrap up this edition of Pick Your Politics. I told you we had a great guest on. Really, go to her website, check her out, vet her. If you agree with a lot she said, donate a few bucks. And the most important thing is, yes or no or whatever, you got to get up and you got to get out to vote, folks. That's where it's all happening. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much,
You were
Dennis.
absolutely great, and we're going to see you back next week with another candidate. Until then, stay well, and we'll see you soon. So long, everybody.